Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Austin from Call on Our Shot, and I am back to give you my favorite player props and spreads to bet today. If you're new here, click that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out. We're almost at 250 subscribers, which I never thought we would ever get near that many. But today, I got 4 NBA player props that I really like, as well as 1 spread that I absolutely lock it in, and then 2 others that I feel very good about. And I'm going to start with player props. My first one of the day, Zion Williamson. Over 25.5 points. Zion, if you're new here, is my favorite player to watch. He's insanely talented, and recently he's been playing out of his mind. 26 points in 4 straight games. He's at 29 plus in 3 of those 4 games. The Blazers have no answer for him tonight. They might put Robert Covington on him, but he can just back him down easily. Enes Kanter cannot even get near guarding him. 25.5, not enough. He's being more involved in the offense, taking more shots, which is, he shoots over 60% on his career. I have to take this over. It's a lock it in. Set it and forget it. Moving to my next one that I really like, Draymond Green over 15.5 rebounds and assists. If you look at, and you can check the game log for Draymond, you've seen how good he's been. He's hit 17 plus rebounds and assists in 7 of 8 games. The one game he didn't was when he got injured, and he only ended up with 15. Still would have been super close to the 15.5 that it is right now. He's hit 10 plus assists in 6 of his past 7 games. He's a frequent visitor to this NBA player prop section, and it's for good reason. He keeps treating us nicely, and I'm going to keep riding with it again tonight against the Heat. The Heat are, they're a good defensive team, but Draymond's been filling up the stat sheet. The Heat can't make shots. Draymond should be able to get more rebounds than he normally does, plus his normal assists. The Warriors will still be out without all their centers. Draymond will be at starting center. I'm locking it in. My next one, John Collins over 17.5 points. He's hit this in 4 of his past 5 games. You just saw Jokic, and we had him in yesterday's player prop section. He used and abused the Celtics for over 40 points. He had 29 in the first half. Well, I'm not saying John Collins is Nikola Jokic, but he's hit this mark easily in the past 2 games against the Celtics. He had over 20 points last year. He's been playing exceptionally well, and the Celtics do not have a great defender down low. Daniel Tice, Tristan Thompson, Grant Williams, Semi Ojeleye, you name it. None of them can guard John Collins, and I have a feeling this is a big John Collins game as he scores at least over 20 points, and that's why we're taking him. And then my last player prop, and this is just on an impulse. This is Ben Simmons over 15.5 points. I am just hoping that he has unlocked something. I love Ben Simmons, and I want him to, become more aggressive because everyone knows how good he can be. It's just whether or not he does it each and every night. We just saw him drop 42 points on the Utah Jazz, and I think that might have opened his eyes to becoming more aggressive each and every game. Regardless, even if it doesn't, he's hit this over in 4 of his last 5, and I'm willing to bet that he can do it again tonight. And then we're on to my 3 favorite spreads, the one I really, really like. The under in the Knicks versus Magic. Right now, it is set at 212.5. And I'll let you know, the last time these 2 teams played, the combined score, it was 91-84. That is 175 points. That was about a month ago. And you're setting the over-under about 30, 35 points more than that? No. Every time these 2 teams play, they normally each score in the 90s. Both of them play super slow and don't shoot the 3 very well. I have to go with the under. This is a no-brainer. It's at 212.5. Would not be surprised to see it end up at like 209, 208. That's even too high. I'm still taking the over. Lock it in. That is my spread of the night. My next one, completely opposite spectrum, Pelicans versus Blazers. Over 231.5. The Pelicans just dropped 144 by themselves. Like I said, Zion's been playing exceptionally well. They will have no answer for him in the paint. They're both Blazers and Pelicans on the second half of a back-to-back, but there should be plenty of fouls, no defense. Each team should easily get near the 120 mark, and that would easily cash its over of 231.5. And then my last spread of the night is the Jazz minus 2.5 versus the Clippers. I feel like the public's going to be all over the Jazz, but the public's been winning pretty well recently. Clippers will be without Paul George. Mike Conley could return tonight. I'm making this video pretty early, but he could be returning. And the Jazz have won 19 of their last 20 games. They are on the road, but the Clippers will be without Paul George 100%. And the rest of the Clippers supporting cast is already pretty weak. Nicholas Batum's out in concussion protocol. I like the Jazz to win and cover tonight. Kawhi's great, but if you've seen the rest of this team, Reggie Jackson, the Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard, all of those guys, Serge Ibaka, Lou Williams, that is not good enough to beat this Jazz team that is clicking on all cylinders. And so I'm going to lock in the Jazz -2.5. That's all I got. I have my ideal DFS lineup. It is up on our website, callingourshot.com. I will link that below. If you're new here, click that like and subscribe button again. Please, please, please. Really appreciate it. This has been Austin. I will catch you guys tomorrow for more player props and spreads that I like. See you guys later. Peace.